Oh, that's not us. I mean, it is, but there we go. We are back as Morocco. Now, we haven't touched the save in a little bit, so not sure what's going on other than France. We got to do something about France. And what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to release Algeria because we want to form Maghreb. That's the goal for the run. And overall, it seems like we're doing kind of okay for Maghreb, which is, you know, kind of a low bar to pass. But let's just take a look at where we stand, kind of in terms of prestige. We're in the top 15, it looks like. Top 10 for GDP. So we can't really throw our weight around or anything like that. The person who we have to beat is 3 times our GDP, which is considerable. But this is not a terrible situation. I don't think we'll be able to get this done today in terms of, you know, beating up France, but maybe we can. The answer is become really good friends with Prussia and help them form Germany. I think Austria's already won leadership, unfortunately, but we could become friends with Austria and do the same thing. We're trying to play nice with all the GPs, but that is kind of the answer. We kind of want more Diplo interest too, in the longish term. We already have a Diplo interest here in North Germany, so we're kind of doing that. It looks like we're trying to run a positive balance here because we don't want to pay interest because we're unrecognized. Hey, Universo Freak. Hey, Ultraweed, how's it going? So, it's kind of where we stand here. Let's take a look. We're passing cultural exclusion. I think that's just mainly because of a movement. Yeah, that is mainly because of a movement that we're going for that. In my experience, France is weak to having really large and powerful tech army. Hope that helps. Yeah. Thanks, Doc. we'll get on that. I think the time to interfere with them is going to be when they rev. The thing is we're improving relations with them now because we don't want them to thumb our pie. We also have to do something about Spain because obviously we can't let that stand. I mean, this is the shortest land border in the world today is actually this tiny little area here that Spain still controls in Morocco. Yeah, just get tanks. I hear France is not very good versus tanks. Yeah, that's what I heard. You know what we should do is we should attack Belgium. That way we can get a front on France. I hear that works pretty well. Anti-British Association. I don't think we like that. Foreign Investment Rights Agreement. I don't think we want that. Are we on laissez-faire or are we going laissez-faire? We're on interventionism, so in theory we could try and play that game. I don't think so. I don't think we want this. I think investment rights is generally... the problem is you leverage your construction a lot better than the AI does. AI underbuilds construction, you don't, as the player, if you're playing, right? And that means your investment pool is very small, their investment pool is very big, and so that gives them an advantage over you in the shared, like, construction relationship because they're just going to buy up your buildings and you're not going to be able to symmetrically buy up theirs because you are actually using your investment pool and they're not. Looks like we actually are adding construction. And some universities in Fez. Okay. We have temporary money. No. A lot of minting. A lot of minting. Mainly income tax. Alright. We're not getting progress. Oh, we were for a half second. Stuff like this is a little bit tempting to force them out. I don't think... Where's Algeria in here? We have nowhere near the army required for doing that, though. The Sudanese army. Merge this with the Arabia army. Just reorganize this stuff a little bit. And then these are a cannon and a dragoon. Well, first of all, we'll upgrade you. Second of all, where are you from, girl? What's your story? Okay, so we'll merge them with the Shadow Realm army. What are we researching? What's the plan here? Mac workshops and rubber tools? Yeah, that seems fine. And what's our abdication cooldown? 33 months. Not that we hate our government right now, so... Reconquista. Reconquista. Don't call it a comeback. What do you mean AIs focus on whatever you're playing? It says after Biz and Ottomans have strong as ever after Austria dies and fractures in 1460. Not like this. Have you conquered the Boers yet, Mr. Gaming? Yeah, we have. Naturally. No one has investment rights on us, right? Did we privatize this? It should be privatized. I think we want to go laissez-faire sometime soon here. But we could enable privatization. We have a big investment pool, so let's actually enable privatization on a lot of these things. We're gonna make sure that we privatize some amount of agrarian stuff, because we do want the landowners. If the landowners are purchasing, we want them to purchase agrarian stuff, but and they have a weight towards purchasing that stuff. I've taken a closer look at some of this stuff, and it's like it's still pretty opaque how the stuff precisely works, and because it's a lot of how it's working is through weighted rolls. I need to make a video on that. I've sat down to make a video several times and then just like not wanted to do it. I don't know. Or gotten distracted. It's probably the better. Alright, let's do some of that. Russia must have pulled out their interest from somewhere. France is just kind of always a little bit happy, right? So Morocco, don't you mean more a loud card? This is one of the strongest France I've winning the colonizing game. You kind of see this a bit with France, but France hasn't revved once, I don't think. So in that sense, France is doing pretty good. Ingenious. The Transvaal economy, basically. The only economy that matters. Alright. We have a Republican guy. Is this guy useful for us right now? Probably not really. Kind of got the laws. We'll let him pedal. Clear up the slot. Are you not on laissez-faire? No, not currently. I'm not sure if we start on interventionism might be why we're not on laissez-faire right now, and we just haven't gotten it. Wait, what? Wait, what's going on? It's all coming back to me. We're a subject of Russia. At first I was confused. It's all suddenly it's all coming back. And we're fighting British Republic. Got it. Got it. It's all coming back. Okay. Like, I didn't start an outplay. Why am I getting landed? Yeah, it all makes sense now. We're a Russian subject. Got it. Have we gotten any Russian pops? Anywhere? I think we have freedom of movement. We might not. Close borders. Make sure these guys actually have a pushing guy. It's like, that's all they have. It's your ideology. You're a royalist, but nobody likes you, so we can do this. And just land. Dust that up. We have a secession movement here. Egypt's on this more. Okay. Bro, secession movements are just like completely non-interactive. As a player, having a progress bar and then not having any agency to affect that progress bar just like feels super bad. That's something they should work on. And then, is this just us in this? I guess it is. Republican basically only useful for getting parliamentary. Yeah. I feel the worst mistake was becoming a protectorate of Russia. It sucked. That might have been a mistake here. We haven't siphoned off any pops from Russia. That's just kind of, we've naturally gained a lot of pops through like conquest and small ball. We have the Arabian Peninsula here and down here. Redoing this run would be better to be in another block or just independent. I mean, I don't even super hate being a subject of Russia, right? Is there a reason I super hated it? Alright, we are going to need an interest down there now. I think we were going to go for subjugate Egypt, but we couldn't. Is that what was going on? That doesn't happen very often. That's almost certainly spam, though. Secessions are pretty much strictly beneficial since they never get support or raise an army. And they get rid of 90% of your radicals for free. I don't know, they're kind of tedious. In that sense, we don't like them. Well... Where are you from? Probably don't hate having a one-stack navy. Land reform is not terrible. Just Democrat. He actually spends thousands of bureaucracy for a small secession, for a small minus secession speed. So it just happens a little bit slower. Alright. We have a... Russia's our overlord. We can just rev and it doesn't matter. Oh my god. I'm stupid as hell. Shoot. No, not like this. Mistakes were made. Hopefully Russia didn't buy too many buildings. Fuck. Russia probably just bought a ton of buildings. I'm actually gonna load. I feel really stupid. If Russia did indeed buy a bunch of buildings, there's one that bought some gold mines. That's why we had nothing nationalized. It's all coming back to me. I didn't realize what was going on. Okay. I think Barca's pretty far down in the thing. I apologize, everyone. I don't want to sell my buildings to Russia, though. It's too far. Kabir's definitely too far. Morocco stream. I thought you knew. I wrote about Russia buying stuff. No, I thought you were talking about trade. I was like, yeah. No, it all makes sense why we didn't go laissez-faire. I completely blanked on the fact that we were a subject of Russia. But let's try and get something useful done here then. Okay, I don't think that Nile interest is going to be too useful. I think we're going to try and go for getting a strategic interest over here. And then let's just be off on our way. I think this was Arabia. And then this is the Shadow Rome Army. And we're going for South Angola. Do we see this very often? Are they going for Lake Victoria? No. Oh, that's just a native uprising. Got it. Yeah. Hey, Philemon. Hey, the Amazing Flint. Russian ownership, no problem. It is a bit of a problem. I mean, we could always just buy it back. It wasn't stupid, it was just forgetful. Yeah, I beat myself up when I do something I think is incorrect. A little bit. Yeah, we also have all this over here. And I think that a lot of the stuff that we've not expanded in, we're not doing because the people who side against us are not, it's not feasible for us to go after them. Is there really no play we could do against France? I think I like this. Belgium might side against us. I don't think Belgium's a problem, and they have no battalions, so we just get in. So let's go for it. This seems super good for us. In terms of gaining interests. Belgium? Oh no. Just park the Arabia army over here. And we can reorganize some of this again. Where are you from? Sudanese? Trucial Coast. Got a lot of military from Arabia. Huh. I actually haven't seen this event too often. The leader of the Social Democratic Party has the wrath or cruel trait. I mean, I think it's bad, but interesting. Homeboy be like Bernie Sanders. Man, I loved watching Bernie Sanders debate because, especially when it was like the 12 Democrats up on stage, because he gesticulates wildly, and every now and then the person next to him would like flinch because like he's busy going like this. There's a general trait that gives flat +5 defense. Maybe stacking these and rolling them may help you defend against troops charge you. It's probably true. I, like, honestly, like, I'm actually not very good at military. Like, when it comes to, like, if I have to PvP and play multiplayer, and I have to micro the military, I'm not very good at it. Because, like, the way you play the single player, you, like, don't care about these things, and fighting close wars is bad. And, okay, if you are gonna fight a close war, you just take your time, like, super slow, and you also, like, abuse the AI, but you can't do that to a human player. We are gonna get the same secession, though, it looks like. Add a little bit there. We're about to have way more expenses than we could cover, though. I think that's fine, though. This is way too big an army that we need. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Stranger danger. There's nothing we can do about it anyway. Can't negotiate with the secessionists. Can't secede with the secessionists. Where are they, though? They're down here now? Alright, fair enough. They can handle that there. Oh, Belgium, please don't do it to us. See, a human player would never be exploitable in this particular way. Boink. And that's that war. Let's make sure we park the fleet back. I think we're in good shape here. We can demobilize this army. No, we gotta wait for the Korea thing. Okay, there we go. That's done. So let's demobilize this guy. And cultural exclusion probably here. Cool beans. Now we can't go laissez-faire, but we can go open borders. And if we rev, that's really not that big a deal because we will just get Russia to help us. And we should be fine. Oh, we have to defend against landings, though. something like that. We should be good. Naval evasion is so cheesy, yeah. The thing is like, it matters who's in front, is my understanding. So the AI knows to defend against it if, like, the Navy's in front of the Army, in terms of how quickly they get to the C node, but they don't know how to defend if, like, the Army's in front of the Navy in terms of who gets there first, so, like, they don't recognize it. So, like, the strategy is, like, once you get there, if you come off of it, you can just reattach onto it, because one of them will progress more than the other, and, like, they won't recognize that they're getting landed. I think is, like, how the internal logic works. Or someone told me this. It sounds right. So, yeah. And this should be over soon. As should this. But, we have to get out from being... It's actually probably... Yeah, I think that's actually a really big share of our economy. Also sucks that our incorporations die, but... That is what it is, kinda. Now we have a nice little native interest here. I think we can incorporate. It's going to take forever. We kind of don't want the uni there, but it is what it is. I think we just buy these buildings back. Minimum worker-owned levels. What? The game just like, okay, the game's just like, not. Let's just nationalize everything. Yeah, so we want to get free from Russia so we can get off laissez-faire. Or onto laissez-faire, I think. Although once we get open borders, we will actually have some advantage here. Could just make these guys tributary. How many subjects do we have? Just Zulu. Romania is likely to help them. They might just accept. Relatively low infamy. Let's go for it. In theory, this will be less infamy for us later, but I think we're kind of fine just doing this. Wait, what the f... We need the... There's only one person who can help us. The Shadow Realm Army. So only the Shadow Realm Army can get there, which is of course why we have the Shadow Realm Army, to deal with this type of thing. But once we have Zulu, that should actually resolve that. To some extent. We maybe should have helped Great Britain to help relations. We do get now our interest in Brazil. That's one of the main reasons we went for Paraguay here, so we would get a free Brazilian interest. Normally it costs like $1 Brazilian to get an interest there. I don't know if you already know it already, but yesterday I found out to build a navy, just the building, you don't even need the resource. I was able to build ships without any of the resources needed for the military naval building. Also, the first ship doesn't cost manpower, so technically anybody that has access to coast could have a ship without resource or men. Yeah. It doesn't need to employ up. You just need, like, the first person gives the level of employment, which you get, like, instantly. But if you have... Yeah, we're aware of that one. Which is why we have a bunch of level 1 ports all over the place. That way we can have a higher level without really having the pops or qualifications necessary to support it. In fact, I think we'll add a little bit. Not that job seekers is the best kind of thing. We'll do some of that. Really kind of ramping up the government spending. Probably way too much here, actually. Why do we decrease this? This is probably correct to do this. We don't do it as often as we should. The thing is like, you're lowering... This is extracting money from the people you don't want to extract it from, is the thing. It's like, in the same way that you want to do consumption taxes that target, like, the rich, you don't want to do, any sort of tax that specifically targets the poor, and this is regressive. So in principle, we'd prefer to extract money, not from them. Government wages doesn't apply to government-owned buildings, does it? These guys don't get paid gov wages. No, they don't. Or their wages are paid. Their wages are paid with the profitability of the building first. You're telling me we lose this? You're telling me the invading force of colonizers would somehow lose against the Zulu people? No way. That's us. I was like, hey, we should side in on that. Citizens of the world, untie. Alright. Khalid? I think we are more than happy for him to get more popular. Alright, I think we definitely want a defensive guy. We're gonna say no. For now. I feel like we could probably rival some more people that are just irrelevant. Yeah, we can. Oh, baby. Yeah, we definitely want to be rivaling some of these people. I don't think there's a world where we care about our relations with those people. Probably don't care there. And in turn, we could do some of this action. We do want to still be floating more and a low cost. Something like this. We could just set on defense, double defense. I think I actually like that. 7. You can have up to 5 additional. We'll just sit on defense and wait for them to conscript up a little bit. I think we... Okay, we are winning. Or we could just land them. Hey, we just land them, that's probably what we do. We're already mobilized there anyways. It's probably in the code, there's no half ship or 1/10 of a ship, so they just give one. Yeah. I mean, what it should be is it shouldn't give a ship until you have, like, at least 20%. It isn't super regressive since a lot of the wages are bureaucrats. I mean, so it's not regressive on the bureaucrats specifically. It's aggressive on the laborers, the machinists, and it's bad for considerations related to, like, we don't want to lose propagandists, right? And it makes it easy to lose that on 2 fronts because the expected SOL, I mean, there's, like, a lot of, like, moving parts, but the expected SOL of academics is, like, the highest out of, like, anyone, because expected SOL is tied to, in part to literacy, and so, these guys are much more likely to develop, like, radicalism, and so, like, okay, you don't want to lose propagandists. It's not regressive against the academics, because the academics make good money, but, like, you kind of like the academics making good money, because you, like... look at this right here. You might not be able to see that graph. Like, if we look at the cloud, that's when we lowered taxes. Not that you can't manipulate cloud in other ways, but, or sorry, not taxes, that's where we lowered gov wages, because so many of them are academics. But we're also building a ton of universities here, so it should be fine enough. But, like, this isn't, when we lower the wages, this is extracting, none of this money goes to ownership class. And so, like, even though, like, clerks are not, like, laborers, clerks are still middle class. Like, none of these people you're not extracting any money from the affluent bracket relative to, like, baseline. You're extracting, a little bit from here and a little bit from here. Mostly from here, but... Like, in terms of the total wage multiplier, I think you're extracting more from the lower strata, but... Eh. Russian colonial affairs for that one declare interest and build one ship can make you snowball as a nation that has access to literally nothing. Did they change that recently? It just gives an interest? Okay, yeah. I thought you were saying it gives you a minimum interest. Oh, gotta ban the stupid bot. Is banning the bot even worth it? I think I've never seen them chat more than once, but it's the principle of the thing, huh? The power of being a subject, infinite influence. The infinite influence is pretty nice. I think we're trying to set ourselves up for, that's unfortunate. We're trying to set ourselves up for being in a pretty good spot diplomatically following Russia. The thing is, like, they don't want to, they're not that keen on helping us out, for independence. And I think we have to idle the queue. Yeah, we gotta idle the queue after we finish all this stuff. We should be in okay shape. I really gotta think through this a little bit more, though. Because, I mean, like, for a newer play, I would recommend just, like, keeping this in medium, but that's, like, I would also recommend not doing high taxes. I definitely prefer raising taxes to lowering this. And now we've lost propagandists. Because their SOL is dropping. Yeah. How do you join someone's market without becoming a protectorate? That's the neat part. You don't. They have to be a power block for trade. So not that. They have to be a trade power block, or... So, trade league works. Or they need to have market unification. And then you have to join their block. But things have changed. It's much harder to join someone's market just to do stuff. Do you ever encounter the frontline bug where decentralized nation revolt and you can't conquer them due to impassable terrain? Yep, that happens a lot with Alaska. Getting all of Alaska is basically impossible now. That turkey naming is offensive. Feels bad, man. Is it? What about Turkey's offensive? You don't have a front with Russia, so it shouldn't be that hard to get independence. No, but I want to... I want to peel stuff off of them when we get independence. I don't want to merely get independence. It shouldn't be too bad, though. Yeah, we could just park everyone in our HQ. Alright, chemical bleaching. Is gnat spreading to us anyways? We have Quinine. Did we start colonizing? No, we didn't. General staff also not spreading to us. That's what we were about to research. We're gonna just research some progress in this. Is that even good? That's probably not good. Let's actually just do this, and then come back here. We want to kind of leverage the fact that that's not spreading to us anyways. It's probably not actually that good a thing. Oh my god. It's a little fruit fly. They changed their official name to Turkey with, spelled with the, yeah, spelled differently. I mean, but on, that's fair enough. I know on the European maps at the time it was spelled like this, but that doesn't necessarily mean it should be spelled like this. Like, I think they changed the spelling on Kiev, right? Like, Kiev is not spelled like this on the maps. For this time period, at least. We have a Central American interest because we want to just grab this. USA is likely to fight us. We might still do it anyway. I don't know why. Oh, we probably have the Glassworks auto expanding there. Yeah, maybe these things are fine. We want to idle our queue a little bit because we are gaining investment pool. We want to drain it, and if we transfer this investment pool to basically our line of credit, that'll decrease the interest. And interest is regressive because you're paying money back to the ownership class, so you'd prefer not to do that. I mean, paying interest is still good. I guess the fact that if we have to decide between paying more interest and doing this, maybe makes more sense. We would not mind revving very much at all. What is our... Okay, this is going down now because he started knowledge sharing. We can request market control. Our relations have to get less than cordial. Alright. I'm not sure we want to go for it, like, in the immediate future, so... Unless we could already get, people supporting... I meant they dropped the empire. Oh. I mean, the thing is, like, Japan should be Nippon as well. Like, if you're gonna do stuff. I don't think non-English countries get to dictate how their names are spelled in English. What's next? Changing Germany to Deutschland? Well, generally speaking, like, Germany is a little bit different than... where there's not, like, a legacy of colonization in terms of, like, the localization of English spelling, there's, like, a little bit different than when there is, I think, in terms of how offensive something is. But Germany could be Deutschland. Yeah. I don't know. Isn't the game trying to represent Eurocentric maps, and that's why Persia is called Persia until it becomes recognized? Yeah, I mean, I think that it's supposed to be Eurocentric, but they also, like, well, I mean, this isn't non-European, but, like, this is not how Kiev is spelled on these maps. So... India may change its official name to Narat, or Barat. Yeah. Doesn't make sense to me that power block names like the Russian one are in Russian, but the Metternich system, which is German, is in English. Should be consistent. Probably. Germistan. Persia is a different name when recognized. I don't remember. Does it change to Iran? I assume it would change to Iran, but... so now there's a chance this rev pops, but we really don't care if it does. I really liked the world where we were getting, the bonus here. And look at the clout. Well, okay, there's a significant confound here. We raised the wages back up, but the confound is we also finished a bunch of universities, so it's really hard to say which is, like, doing the things, but, like, it's tied to how much money they're getting. We would love to get them above 20% clout and happy. I don't think we've gotten any migration from Russia, have we? So, Bom Noito, thank you for the follow, big nice. I don't have strong opinions of naming. Me too, or me neither, like, generally speaking. There are definitely some wrong answers, and there are many correct answers. Don't need every game. Design choices. Yeah, I think that, it really matters to some people, though. I also don't care, like, either way to sue. Oh wait, we didn't. We just got the no migration control, so now we kind of get to see what's up. No, actually, we don't get to see what's up because we have. It takes time for cultural communities to form. I think these guys stop being insurrectionary. Really would love to pass something that the Intelligentsia likes. don't hate dedicated police force here, actually. Also don't hate going guaranteed lives. They would like that, the Intelligentsia. We would be able to get a little bit more migration and traction. We don't like putting someone with expensive tastes in government. Maybe it's okay though. Bro, we become illegitimate immediately. So much for the predictive whatever, huh? Okay, I could have sworn we were like 30% before we clicked the thing. That's unfortunate. Let's go to this. Armed forces are landowners. Oh god. That's obnoxious. I think we had one of these guys. I think we had the armed forces in government before. Now we don't. I guess we're just gonna rev. In which case we would have preferred guaranteed libs, but we'll get police. That'll be fine. We're gonna rev, but it doesn't matter because we have Russia. Why do you pick Morocco? Was it random? That's what we talked to chat, and that's what chat wanted us to play. Oh, we lost legitimacy because our new leader. We could remove consumption taxes. How much is this making us? 6K? No. We'll just run the -5 oppo. Oh, that's so much. Oh. I think we're almost at the point where we can abdicate, though, no? Yeah, 9 months. No particularly good agitators for us. Germany was somewhat accurate. The first recorded name for the area was Germania. The people living there didn't care what it was called, just some loose tribes. They probably cared. They probably just wanted it named after their tribe, though, right? For each of them. Alright, so we're gonna pop a rev, it looks like. And then we'll purge. Most of our army's not even in Morocco, or not even in these states, so this is actually like super safe for us to rev. We win this unless Russia decides they want to side with the other side, to be honest. I think we want this to pop, actually. We can't get it to pop here. Gonna need a different event. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Oh. Well, obviously. Let's do some of this. God, we just have like super bad of these. Anti-British, anti-Russian, anti-French. It's gonna be hard to make people happy without tangling with the GPs. Starting to... Ooh. We're making money here. I was gonna say we're starting to drain the investment pool, which is what I thought was going on. I think we'll fight the Rev first, though. Alright, so this will pop the Rev. Oh no, not my gumdrop buttons. I think we could purge all the armed forces here. And they are already super bad anyways, so... Wait, there was an armed forces guy. Interesting. They auto-purged? We're kind of trying to avoid ideologies we don't really like very much. Unless they have traits that we really like. So if they had cautious, we would tolerate bad ideologies. That reformer might come back to bite us. We'll see. I think we'll purge the landowners here. Pacifist we kind of don't like. So we'll clear that out. Perfect. The bigoted reformer. You love to see it. You hate to love it. Now we get a good amount of clout. The trade unions are unhappy. We can't go for libs because we canceled it recently. 18 months we have to wait. We do want police, but we can't pass it with any of our IGs we currently have remaining. Alright. And then Russia's going to help us anyways, so... We are going to hemorrhage a bunch of money, which is kind of why we didn't add construction or anything before then. Why is your GDP low? Because we just revved. We just had a revolution. We're in the middle of a revolution, my guy. We can't go 10 seconds without getting GDP shamed, man. Feels bad. Alright, let's see what this guy is. Theocrat, no thanks. Anti-French society. Who's in that? Intelligentsia. Let's give them some appeasement. We kind of would like the Intelligentsia to... Now they're super powerful, but we would like them to be happy. It's a little bit difficult. We're having some trouble. Jays and Dad07. Thank you for the follow. Big nice. I just want to flame. Yeah, I know. Just be like, come in and be like, by now I have 500 million GDP by 1880. This start was like way harder than I thought it was going to be as well. Togurt. Togurt or not Togurt? That is the question. Wow, all the boops in a row, bros. XK or. Thank you for the follow, big nice. I just want everyone in your country to be happy. It's nice of France to colonize Africa for you. Yeah, it'll be nice when we release Algeria. Is probably going to be the eventual war goal. We just have to... We could get support regime in here, or we could get them to hate our guts. I mean, we kind of like being above 50, huh? One of the problems is, actually let's do this, because then we won't have so much negative, yeah. We're getting like -5 from people out of government. I guess not quite 5, but Intelligentsia went from being not happy to being happy by us doing that. So we'll get a little bit more migration attraction. do want to keep things going in regards to starting wars. I guess we could subjugate Argentina. Why do we not have an interest here, native? Well, it's because we started colonizing. Feels bad. This should be over pretty quick. I think Greece is the subject of Russia. Yeah. Not much we could do here. Chile and Paraguay are likely to side against us. That's kind of it. 15 infamy is not too bad. They're not going to accept a lot of our pops, so it's going to be hard for them to siphon off anyway. We have a front. Let's do it. I think we move these guys over. Pacifist, yuck. Try that. Let's do that. Rev is basically over now. We have a little bit of a choice if we want to tributary Chile. The thing is well, they're not super on board. Yeah, so let's maybe tributary Chile as well here then. Just nice and clean. Pick up a whole bunch down here. We're not going over 25 infamy, so I think we'll be fine. The rev is just about crushed, because it should... Did they change this? I thought you automatically... Oh. I did not realize the rev was also over here. That's fair. I was like, don't you automatically finish the thing? No organization. Kinda sucks. But we'll win that against that rev pretty quick, so... Cool. Do we really not have an eligible company? Oh, it's because, yeah, we don't have any of the states that would create an eligibility for a company. That all makes sense. That tracks. It's gonna be nice for us. I saw Maghreb run starting as Tunis. It seems that rushing Constantine, etc. is the way to go, and defending against France is kind of simple. General escaping. Yeah, I mean... It's maybe easier than it used to be. It used to be kind of hard to do that, and I wanted the run to be consistent because it was on stream. So even though I know that it's like objectively like higher power level, I didn't want to have to restart the run because France like started getting super belligerent. So I just went for like the slower sort of way of doing it. Yeah. You saw a short for me that where you said Montenegro was a good place to conquer. It was. It used to be. It used to be fantastic. Montenegro used to have a coast. And when it had a coast, it was one of the best places to conquer because it would give you an adjacency with both Austria and Turkey, which would allow you to run trade volume with them for free and also like give you an interest in the region. So it was just really, really, really nice. But now it doesn't have a coast. So now it's no good. It's no good anymore. It was, now it's not. Alright, since majority of our buildings are actually probably not on the good PMs. Why does the AI always use water tube boiler when you have a revolution? They just like the water tube boiler, indiscriminate of how good it might actually be. This is the song of my people. There's no way it's freaking correct for us to not have a single one. Doing focused hardwood. I'm trying to pick the places that'll build a little bit taller to build focused hardwood. Alright, development. Okay. Now you, where are you from? Bodine, Yemen. Alright. Sounds like you're in the Arabia army. Bueller? We just merged you with the Arabia army now. And you guys will probably be from Morocco. Yeah. We put Chile as subject, right? Yeah. We probably have to make sure that we do a landing here. Can't land with these guys because they're not going to be... Should have been able to have enough org. These guys are also not going to have enough org. We got to find an army that's going to have enough org. Think these guys have org? Yeah, they do. We'll land them down here. And... also merge most of the navies back. And pass some laws if we can. Can't go for police. Can't go for that anymore. Don't want propertied women, because it makes passing stuff later harder. Bleh. We would kind of like this. The Industrialists don't get super mad. They have a lot of power. Let's try it. Also getting the trade unionist bonus is pretty good. It's a very restart heavy region in general. Yeah, and so like I definitely chose the thing that's lower power level for the purposes of like make it easier to not have to restart. We're gonna try and get... Wait, why can we not make an iron company with the iron mines at level 3? Why? What's going on? Oh! I forgot. We were on laissez-faire. We swapped off of laissez-faire. And so this colonial company does nothing for us. It's... yeah. Okay. I see. We had a company. Now we could just swap from the gold company to another company if we wanted. That's like our decision point. Alright. Where are you guys from? Maghreb. And these guys are also Maghreb. I think we sent one of these guys to merge with our main army anyways, yeah. I think Santiago is the capital. It is. We'll make this the strategic objective. Oh, we can't? What's going on here? Okay, fair. I guess we just don't have a front, or not considered to have a front. We'll set that as the strategic objective, because we don't want Argentina to get pulled out of the war. So we actually want to enforce on Chile first, if possible. Or at least establish a front with Chile. We don't want foreign investment rights with them anyways. We can get... Yeah, we have like max... Cool. It's also going to give us ticking positive relations. But now Prussia will be pulled in, because they're a little bit mad at Russia right now. Because why? They want to transfer Norway. If that's not France, which is not, I think Russia loses that anyway. Okay, we do have to keep constructing though. We have the company for the gold, so it should be pretty good. We are enforcing, and we don't want to finish enforcing. We would really prefer not to until we get Santiago or something else, so hopefully we can push it in there. They want us to pass guaranteed liberties. Fantastic. We would love to pass that, actually. We don't really care about devastation in Edict. And whether or not this fails or succeeds, although we get lucky kind of getting this passed, we'll probably do guaranteed libs next, and then police force, something like that. Son of a bitch. This isn't what we wanted. Unless this has, like, infinite progress. Also, it yeets all of our guys back. That kind of sucks. Alright, so we'll cancel this naval invasion. We'll split, 80 of these guys off into the 21 stack. That way we won't have a naval landing penalty. Try and land Santiago. We'll promote this guy. Unfortunate. Now they also have to come from all the way over there. But we are getting tribute from... Actually losing a lot of money. Why is this? Russia's enforcing military access. Son of a dick. It's gonna be a decent one for us. We're not gonna help Russia out, but we kind of don't like that we're now against Prussia in a war, so they're antagonistic, so I think they don't support us anymore. Cute little trick by Russia, though, to get Prussia to hate us, even though Prussia is supporting our independence. It do be like that. They didn't have an issue doing it with Tunis, but it got to be fast. Then have to have a quick war against France. It was a fun campaign. Yeah, I mean, it especially helps if you, like, landing cheese them repeatedly. You mean the country of Montenegro, the state doesn't have coastal access? I mean the country doesn't have coastal access. The state does, but Austria and Montenegro did not used to block Montenegro from having coastal access. Yeah. Russia is reuniting the patriarchs, basically. They have a dream. Our investment pool is still pretty big, so we kind of want them to, like, take over some of this. not gonna build in Mendoza. You're in 31, and with France, the game's so slow. Performance is truly bad late game. Yeah, it gets really bad late game. Depends on how late you mean by late game, but certainly is a vibe. Oh my god, they didn't have org. Should have used the Shadow Realm army. I mean, now we're just gonna wait for the org to come up, but kind of obnoxious. You need to have 100% org to land. That's why our landing's not going through. We're still coming up on an institution, so I think we do want the next level of health insurance anyways. People's SOL is raising, so that should help to curb radicalism a little bit, but I guess it's not enough. We could also abdicate if we want. I don't think we can invite an agitator to really agitate for something we want, though. Or it's not looking like it. Oh, I didn't even freaking read, like, IGs or anything. That was really stupid. I think this is the guy. Positivist isn't terrible, but hopefully we get a lucky roll here. That's not a lucky roll, is it? Alright, and we're getting in. This is just to reset our attitude with British Empire here. So they're only 15 away. Who's in their government? Our government's already as similar as we can get it. Shoot. Being unrecognized is the problem here. Yeah, maybe our first big war is just actually going to be against France. I mean, France is getting landed. We also would love for France to lose the Sahara stuff, so I don't think we could sway in is the problem for what we want, which is liberate Algeria. Maybe do this. Maybe go the other way, huh? We're improving relations with them, but we don't need to. I wish you could choose to stick it in until you finish improving relations. We're in on them. All on the same side as the British. They're notorious as all hell, though. Thoughts on AI being too good? Seems to be very hard to become a GP if you start as a minor. Should they add difficulty modes? There are difficulty modes, if I recall correctly, and I don't think that it's too hard to become a GP as a minor. I mean, we have in top 10 economies in the world, starting with Morocco, which is a really weak start. The problem is like, yeah, maybe there should be, I think there are difficulty levels, and I think difficulty levels are good, because it depends on like what you want out of your game. I kind of wish the AI was stronger, and it's been getting stronger over time. So relative to before, the AI is definitely stronger. So, UK, now that the war's over, probably just gonna swap off with Genial. Yeah, they're domineering. Unfortunate. Let's do some of this. Get ready to fight someone big. Spain would be a time, right? We have super good relations with Spain. Now would be the time to go for our little this, but we have a new chancellor. Get some loud cars going. Depends what minor power you're talking about, but like if you want to start as like Gobir, I think you becoming the #1 great power should be really, really hard as well. So trying to make sure that if they have a rev, we can intervene. Like this. Making money, but I think we want to clear out some of our debt here. The problem is we're making money and we're contributing to the investment pool, and that's a no-no. Oh, I built the wrong thing. They're domineering. Oh. I wonder if we actually are siphoning off any Russians anywhere. Doesn't look like it. Yeah. The problem is we're restricted to being an unrecognized regional power. Russia expelled their diplomats, that'll do it. We don't need to damage relations anymore. French Senegal. That's a fucking problem, isn't it? No, they're not adjacent to us yet. It's not quite a problem, it's almost a problem. Love to get a little bit of help here somewhere. The problem is everyone who's an enemy of Russia doesn't like us because we're Russia's subject. We can't defend Hejaz. Yeah, they didn't like us damaging relations that first time. They're like, nah, we're not about that. Be neat if we could get France's help. I don't think that's really gonna work out the way we want, though. Where are you guys from? Maghreb? Alright. Aren't you guys all like from Maghreb? Yemen, Bodine. Oh, you guys are all mixed up, huh? Nope, you're not. Alright, you belong in the Arabia army. Perfect. He's a pacifist, but he's not very popular. You belong in a Maghrebi army. Put you in the 9th. Then we'll make this a dedicated defensive army. Yeah, which I think is what it was before. We do make the Muslims drink the liquor. It's so cheap in our economy. How big is your navy, my guy? 38. I think we could get independence now. I'm not sure we want to. It's really gonna dick our market super hard. We have 2k convoys surplus, but I think we want more. So let's do that. We're gonna need a lot of convoys, especially because we actually do have like overseas holdings and stuff. Russia's convoys are holding our supply network together currently. Starting with urban planning is easy, basically. Being able to catch up on tech quickly without spamming universities should probably be doable in Japan, showed it IRL. Yeah, the entire tech just needs to be redone in terms of like how it's acquired and implemented and stuff like this. Because like, it scales, like, the way that innovation, the cost of innovation scales linearly, the benefit scales exponentially. And like, that's probably not like how it should work. Yeah. You don't necessarily need high tech to become a GP, so it's not that hard limit on your power. Just think unlocking later techs is fun. Building 40 universities is not as fun. You definitely need more than 40 if you're playing someone backward. I think I, like, minimum 50 even if I was playing the UK, so... You can definitely get to the high tier techs without needing anything too crazy. Japan, I really wish we had Prussia support. Who's any GP really. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, we could just hit up everyone for requesting their support. It's unlikely we get this through, but that's kind of fine. We're on voting for the restricted child labor, so we'll just take rolls until we fail. I wonder if we want to take anything from Russia. We might be able to sneak this out. Primorye has more gold than anywhere else now, I think. It's probably worth it for us. Hey, Egyptian-Moroccan Fellowship is formed. Fantastic-ish. We wanted to subjugate them, so it's kind of not. Persia's antagonistic, not like this. Because we're subject to Russia. It's kind of like dicking our diplomacy. Now we could get trade agreements with all these GPs and stuff too, once we become independent. We're gonna take a save, because I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like at least 80 or 90 that we could just win this. We got racers outside our house, basically. Does it do anything to build more universities than your innovation cap? Yes. The innovation cap is a soft cap, it's not a hard cap. So when you are over the cap, this like 30 that's over the cap is like 60% effective, because what it does is it flows into tech spread. You'll notice some of this is coming from unspent innovation, 5, and it's separated into each of the 3 categories. We'll get 5, so it's really 5, it's 15, and it's rounding down here, but it is 60% effective, or actually it's probably not rounding down, we just have malices. And so, since the cost is scaling linearly, there's a certain point where, like, the fact that it's only 60% effective, you don't care because you just rather have more innovation. And so, yeah. Also, I think why this innovation mandate is overrated. Yeah, people really love that innovation mandate. I think it has more to do with the fact that people, whenever they talk about rushing a tech, it's always a military tech, and it's like always like, if I win a war anyway, right, if I'm just stronger, it doesn't matter that I have the latest military tech or if I'm behind one notch. Like, if I'm just way bigger, and, like, you just shouldn't fight wars where you're, like, really close against, like, against the AI, I think, so. Alright. Once more into the breach, my friends. Unless there's someone adjacent to us who's, like, willing to side against us, then we can't do it. Okay. I think a 50 sack should be fine. Do they have this in, there's no shot this is incorporated, right? For Moria. Is any of this? Oh, do we greed for war reps too? I think we greed for war reps too. This is going to get occupied, so transfer Hijaz would not be what we would want to do. Transferring Togut maybe makes sense. I think we can do that a different time. And we're probably going to want to go for Primorye. We don't want that, like, right in the middle of our war. Who's in the Moroccan National League? The Industrialists. Do we currently have their bonus? We do, but not by too big a margin. We'll just do this. It's not going to bring us into a new bracket of legitimacy, that 5. Also gonna go for Primorye here. It's a pretty big chunk of infamy, so give us a nice little native interest up here though. Wow, Korea, what happened? Not like this. We want to enforce, we want to force Borgol. That way we get instant recognition. We'll try and liberate Hijaz, I think. That way we can go after it later. That's 4 war goals. Tempting to do Asa as well. Was this a super late Opium Wars? That's what that was. Maybe won an interest in North China. Oh, we actually don't need the Manchuria interest anymore, because we're not going to take any more from Manchuria, so let's do that. Yep. Well, Romania's there. Probably going to have to land that. Too many. 15 versus 16. What's going on? Oh, yeah. I understand. Hopefully that's not, like, impossible for us to do. Wow, okay, we just luck sack. Nice. Try and pass guaranteed libs here. We are gonna need a bigger boat. And by bigger boat, I mean, of course, more bureaucratic oversight. You don't want this guy here? Shoot. This maybe doesn't work too well for us. They're just going for it all, too. I think we just give, and then re-land this, so we let them have this all at the outset here. It's not a big movement, so... But I think we get in here with our 1 stack. I think we want these guys not there. Let's bring them here. And let's bring this navy on over here. And then good luck landing this, my guys. It's like 30 stack. We are going to put this guy on do not borrow, though. That way if they do multiple landings, we can't possibly, it's impossible for all of our guys to get dedicated on 1 landing, so. And now all these armies will just leave. That's the idea. And when they go away, we'll land Hijaz. We land that. Perfect. And so now, we need Kolyma to enforce here. We're kind of waiting for them to, both our navy to arrive and for them to enforce over there. I don't know why they get to go through Great Qing, but okay. And now that they're in there, we're going to set up a bunch of rapid advancers. And I think we're going to move the Shadow Realm army over there to try and maintain. And then with this guy, we want a few more. Market liberal's fine. Artillery commander's fantastic. Don't really like the traditionalists. Here now we should be able to push right quick over there. And our guy's almost here. Turkish mass migration, nice. So we'll land with this. There's like no navy or army here to speak of, so we should be able to land really quick. And that will be all of our war goals. Ho, 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 what? We are enforcing war reparations, what the fuck? This is incorporated. Oh, it's not fully occupied. Okay, fair. Not fully occupied. That is fine. This is just like a sneaky army. This is just a one stack. This is just so we can do this. Cook up all this territory right quick. I think we could afford that. Maybe we couldn't have. And just to Jaws. Now we feel really good. I think we'll slow down and catch up on chat. Kind of we're focused on it. At a certain point, you've teched up so much that there aren't any text for the AI to spread to you. Yeah, so the text spread's not useful, and if you're not going ahead of time, like you have to. I think that the thing is like I think it's really powerful play pattern to slot in the research speed one for just a very short time period when you're doing ahead of time research. If you have enough mandate generation where that's like feasible or whatever. Well, what the frick happened to our fronts? Wait, why are we in that war? Why are we in a war on the side of Russia while we're also fighting against Russia? Come on, not like this. Please. I'm not convinced researching all the tech is physically possible in the current patch. I think it's possible. Unless you release a bunch of countries and have subjects text spread to you, and even then... you definitely do that, but you have to be really aggressive about researching stuff ahead of time. That way you can maximize the text you're getting from spread. We might have to re-land Russia if they push us out over here. Trying to get this 21 stack over there. Who all is... They were fighting... Yeah, it's so messy. We're fighting on the same side as Russia and against Russia. Just disgusting. The way this is, like... We should just be allowed to not be in this, huh? But we can't. Oh, this is cute. Russia is... Russia is assigned to our front to help defend our land against the British, but they are not allowed to land our territory here. Yeah, this guy gets it. They're not allowed to land our territory here. So they're on the front on our side here. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. They're on our side here, defending against Great Britain. Simultaneously, they are trying to land troops to get into there. Because they're not allowed in. How much do you get towards recognition per war goal? I think it's like 25%. It might be based on the maneuver cost, though. I'm not sure exact numbers. How can you enforce military access on a subject that's fighting a war against you, Lamau? Yeah, basically. If you're not spreading the boost to your cap, it's generally about 25 to 40% attack boost by itself. I'm very confused by this. Russia's very confused by this. Yeah, the troops have landed here, but don't worry. They pinky promised only to fight the British. They pinky promised. We only fight the British here. Look at this. They're only facing that way. Only direction they're allowed to face. Meanwhile, they somehow got to the front before us. That's fine, though. I don't think they... The whole point of this 21 stack is just so they can't push us fast enough here. We might have to go on defensive with all these guys, though. I think we'll stay on offensive. Just because I think with the 21 stack we actually do win against this 15 stack. But, wow, we're still actually winning some battles here. That's wild. Our 1 stack here, we will have clean up of this. And look, they're defending us against the British over here. You love to see it. You see to love it. We of course won't fight the British. Just gonna ignore. And we should actually solve our economic problems now that we've microed everything. Should solve the economic problems. What do you mean our people don't want to drink the wine? Huh. Turkish delight. Sky rockets in flight. Yeah, we just have disgustingly cheap on those prices. Yikes. Alright. Hopefully that helps. We do have like negative convoys though. Very negative convoys. Not like this. The convoys are very pessimistic. Oh no. Our Shadow Realm army got yeeted. Wait, where are they? Oh, they're just behind that army. Okay, never mind. We're fine. They were just not visible visually. Really don't like the timing on that native uprising, man. And Russia's gonna be on our side on the native uprising. Just kidding, Russia will help us. let's make a second Arabia army. Maybe it's because the game keeps you on the block. I mean, I think it's because they allowed for this type of thing to happen with multiple wars, and there's not much. You just gotta let it happen. No. This front is probably Fubard. Not my gumdrop buttons. So Hijaz has been freed. You hate to see it. You see to hate it. We'll send these guys back here. Everywhere is now on negative market access. What happened over here? They did get yeeted. God damn it, dude. God damn it, dude. We like super had that in the bag, and then they just get yeeted. So stupid. Like, they were never pushing us out with the 17 stack. I don't know. If that causes us to lose the war somehow, I'm probably going to swap and cap. The magical teleporting army. Sure. Alright, so nobody's there anymore. Yeah, like our 5 stack's still not back there yet. Oh, this is so brutal. I mean, we just need to hold on to this. But it's also, this is one of the areas that's the absolute worst for your fronts getting, like, spaghettied. Now we get to... Don't tell me they got teleported off it again. Bro, what the fuck? Oh, we can't get to the front? I'm a little pressed. I'm a little pressed, boys. I'm straight up not having a time. Are these guys defending the HQ, or are they signing? Oh, those are the British. I'm straight up not having a time. Or I'm having a time, it's just particularly bad. You just get teleported off the front multiple times. It's like, what are you supposed to do, man? Like that, the play pattern of like Russia fucking sucking at this is like relevant. This guy's gonna get yeeted as soon as he gets there. This guy's gonna get through, so we're just not gonna... We get our landing, I guess. Somehow that guy doesn't get yeeted. Alright. This guy gets yeeted again. That's the third yeeting. As one does. Oh my god, we're gonna lose this too to the British. That's fair though. That's not, I don't have a problem with that one. I think that's the British who's occupying this. Hello there. Hey, Zarko. Swap capping lame. Yeah, well, on some level, if the game is buggy, I don't really care. I think we actually just move these guys here because they're not going to get there in time. Because they were never pushing us out of there in time. Or maybe I shouldn't say never, but it seemed really unlikely they would push us out of there in time. Oh, this guy gets... This is just like too complicated with the British war going on. Did our guy get yeeted off the front again? No, he's just not going to assign to the front in time. God. So stupid. Annex Belgium ASAP? What? I hate fighting against Russia because of the bad front system. Yeah, I mean, it's really acutely bad up here, but normally we don't get yeeted off the front. And, like, the only reason we go for war reps is because, like, we can do this. Right, otherwise we would not have gone for war reps. We would have gone for, like, also plus Hijaz instead. So, I think we're just going to let the British occupy Hijaz, and then we're going to land it. Just let them clear out here. Let me check and see if this is incorporated. I don't think it is, but... Oh, it is. So we'll actually get war reps off this if they don't assign to the front. Okay. Still gonna wait for the British to completely push them out here. Or at least just scooch from here. With that, like, 200 stack. Our guy gets yeeted off that front because reasons. Or not yeeted, but he's not, like, sticky to it. I think we'll just set these guys on all defense. And just look to occupy Hijaz just to finish the war goal, but not push so we don't get weird spaghettied. This one stack, like, real dog. This one stack almost got here to get to the front, and then the front somehow moved over here. Oh no, he's at it. Okay. It's like an exile to the front thing, but it works, I guess. AE 1337 from Anonymous. Love the 3v3v3 yesterday. Or 3v3v3. Yeah, that's 3 threes. All the threes. Thank you so very much for the dono. Big nice. Once this 22 stacks out, we'll just reland with the Indies army. Like, if the AI was, like, competent at defending, like, Siberia, we just, like, would not have put war reps as a war goal, is, like, the thing. And the AI is not, but us getting spaghettied off the front is, like, a thing. Alright, so we just need to defend that against the British, and now we have everything? Except we lost Primorier. That's right. Alright. We lost Primorier. We're not pushing this, although the British will arrive shortly and push us out. And then... let's do that. I'm gonna be so much today. Every time I move, my little troops would get teleported 50 feet away. Yeah, it's particularly bad in, like, the really big states like Russia and stuff. We're not gonna push them after getting Primorier. We're gonna come back up here, because I think we're gonna get pushed out over here sometime shortly. But now we can enforce on them. There comes the 47 stack to make our day bad. I guess we don't want to get pushed out on Primorier, so we'll maybe have him come in and push over here. And this guy's actually shadow roamed right now, which is the only reason he's not yeeted from there. Oh, guaranteed lives Y. I think we still have enactment bonus here, so we could do that. We'll just do that. So we still have 15% chance to pass. Maybe we'll push out here. I don't know. Retake some of our land. We can't get enforceable 0. Yeah, no, we can't. Right, now we'll send this guy over here to try and help clean up the backside. Alright, shortages or surpluses? Not really. Import regular furniture. Just let our pops not eat those very well. Happy day, French Senegal's out. That's where you're headed. Are you headed the right place? You are. Down to 80, minus 80. We don't want foreign investment rights, really. Oh, this is such painful war because of convoy raiding. There's not a whole lot we could do about it. We could just prepare for the future, I guess. Oh my god, I freaking hate it when this is, like, what's going on. This is just like, we never get out of this war. How'd that get in there? That 20 stack. Interesting. Yeah, everywhere has zero market access. Are we still in the Russian market? No, we're not. Which means trade actually doesn't, the buy orders don't actually reach places. Let's delete some of this. I think occupation should be done time by tile, so the front moves slowly and logically. Lag be damned. Just passed cooperative ownership in 08. Pretty sure my computer just flipped me the finger. Yeah, specifically swapping over all the ownership takes forever, but once you're swapped, it's smooth again, or smoothish. It was like that before 1.5. Yeah, before well, you would have different problems. Like they would be sticky to the front, but if something weird happened on the front, they would get yeeted like completely back to your home territory. There were like different issues. They like didn't have locations before 1.5, and now they have locations, but they're not sticky to the fronts. And it's like a separate issue. Why you do this to us? I'm just gonna try and hold there as long as possible, because we need Primorier. Jeez, look at this, it's actually just grayed out. This war would have been over faster if we didn't get yeeted out. Is also a vibe. Oh, we're just getting super crushed here. Not like this, not my gumdrop buttons. Maybe we just let him take it and re-land it. Actually, I think we just don't have a choice. I think we don't have a choice here. What are they offering us? White piece? No, dog. It's probably because we don't have this anymore. No defaults, please. Being reduced to local goods everywhere is just so miserable. Alright, I think that we're on just defend. And maybe the British leave us alone if we're just on defend. Maybe they leave us alone if we just actually don't put anyone on the front. This guy can't defend anyways, so we'll just move them over here. No, this isn't. They could at least stall somewhat. Romania's out. Really just want to be out of this war too. Completely deoccupied this. I think we're gonna keep this over here and move these guys. Oh, it's just so miserable because we're getting convoy raided by the UK. Like, if it was just the Russia that we were getting convoy raided by, we would be able to be fine with it. And it's like stupid because we're fighting a ref against Russia, but like. We also have just way too much debt, and now this rev. We can't delete down. Because we're unrecognized, this is just super bad. To assign this guy to a different front so he doesn't get yeeted when we lose here, which we're about to. This is so rough. Oh. Hey Gene, how's it going? This run seems kind of over. I don't know, it feels catastrophic. No, it just like feels really, really bad right now. It's not over. Because we're going to be recognized in just a moment here. Oh, what don't we have against them now? War reparations? Bro, what the fuck happened there? Did we get teleported off? I literally looked away for like 2 seconds. God. The us being trapped in this war is like really obnoxious though, because we like we have to fight Britain with Russia. Like them being able to enforce on us is like insane. Oh, what the hell? They finally got in? That might be GG, actually. Oh no, the British got in on us. Dude. This is such a stupid ass, like, situation. We got a company, though, so that's cool. I think we might do tools. I don't hate steel, to be honest. We can't do steel right now, but... we don't really have too much mineral reserves. I don't know. We might end up, like, importing that type of stuff. I'm a little frustrated at this point, though. I think that... alright, thank God they pulled off the front. Super. So now we're just waiting for this guy. We've gotten yeeted out of here like 5 to 6 times now, though. And, like, we enforce if we're not yeeted. And now, at least we can't get occupied by Russia because we're going to be occupied entirely by Great Britain. Alright, now we're enforcing on Russia again. Oh my god, Hijaz got taken by the British, dude. I'm so over this. This is diplomatically just like really stupid. I also think we like totes my goats win this war. Like, just like if we don't get yeeted off the front, if we don't have to simultaneously fight Great Britain and Russia because we get enforced on military access while we're in a war against our overlord, like, which is just like insane. Like, if we're not getting convoy raided by the British this whole time, we could actually like economically just be chilling. And this war, we cannot capitulate out of, we can't do anything about, and they don't want to white peace it. Oh, and we just let the rev pop. Did we just do that? Where is the rev? Well, I mean, now we can delete construction. Where's the rev, though? Oh, it's just a secession movement? God, we get occupied here now. Fuck, dude. This is just some weird front spaghetti bullshit. And Russia's fighting on our side here, which is like a weird strangeness, but as well. Working on Anto 1836. Someone commented that they wish that was updated, I think, yesterday on stream. Alright, one more tick. Two more ticks. That's someone who we can abdicate to, maybe reasonably, depending what he agitates for. State atheism, I don't think we're doing that. I should have seen that one coming. I don't think we need like more juice here. I think maybe we just push these guys if we can. -4. I think we're gonna get a tick. -3. As long as they don't insta-occupy anything, I think we're fine. Move these guys over. -1. We're not in default yet, right? No, we're not. I don't know how the fuck we're not. Oh, we are in default. How long have we been in default? Oh. We've been in default a hot minute. let's have a think. Will we get more credit line in the immediate future? How much are we taking in? We're getting war reps from them now, too. Our interest should go down. Do we have an investment pool? A little bit. Only we didn't have a rev brewing now. We could reset the money. Ugh. This is so disgusting. We wouldn't be in this situation if, like, we didn't have to fight Great Britain at the same time. We could reset all the debt with a rev. That is a lot of alerts, yeah. Updates coming slowly doesn't help you work 45 to 50 hours a week. Definitely. I'm glad I'm not the only one who's a bit annoyed. Yesterday I got frustrated with military stuff. I uninstalled Vic 3. Maybe I will try it next year again. Yeah, I mean, this is like, we got, like, I mean, there were several things going on. We, like, were involved in a war that, like, you shouldn't be allowed to be enforced military access when you're fighting against your overlord first. And that, like, actually, like, caused catastrophic problems. I'm just trying to, here, let's take a save. I normally don't like money resetting, but I don't know if there's a way for us to avoid a money reset. Other than us just declaring bankruptcy and kind of playing normal. I suppose we could do that. But if we force a rev and swap sides, we do it. The problem is we're going to, at the very least, need to... God, that agitator is actually kind of annoying. If we do this, the Intelligentsia will radicalize, but that's not... They're not going to be enough to rev. I wish that this one was super, super obvious, too, because we would have had a little bit of a different approach. The negative throughput's, like, really, really obnoxious. If we could just come out of it for a second, though. You know what's funny is we might just want to let people buy our buildings. It's kind of cute, but... But we need the convoys to recover. Yeah, the convoys are, like, centrally the problem here. But maybe we could get some money from the investment pool. Does the investment pool cover the difference? So we have a difference of 100k here. The investment pool does cover, so if they buy enough buildings... In theory... we can maybe recover out of this. We really don't want them to construct buildings, though. We want them to buy buildings only. But as this recovers, and we gain market access, I just don't know if it happens fast enough. We absolutely do not want our investment pool to buy buildings in other people's countries. Yeah, the throughput's going to increase 1 a week. And so the question is our credit line is decreasing. It's not very good. Oh, we shoot. I didn't realize. We can't delete the armies yet, because we have a rev brewing. If we could, we would delete a big portion of our armies. Delete Navy. I think we're going to try and recover the normal way, so... Yeah, the problem is the negative throughput on our government buildings as well. It's causing tax waste. The investment pool's drained. Alright, what do these guys hate? Yeah, we needed to, during the war, actually delete a ton of stuff. That would have been the way to do this. Is there a way we can do this? The Diplopact helps a lot. Losses from nationally owned buildings does not help a lot. That's normally not one you see. We could downsize some of those nationally owned buildings. God, that actually feels terrible though. Wait, were we inside Russia's market? What the hell? Oh, we're not constructing. We're not constructing, that's why. Yeah, we needed to absolutely start exporting some of that stuff when we paused the construction. We're so close to, like, getting out from the default negatives. If we could actually just make all these buildings profitable enough to stop hemorrhaging money, even despite the minus 18% throughput. I don't know if this is possible at this point, though. Or if we could outspeed the debt acquisition here. Trying to think, if we have to rev, what's the best way for us to do this? We're not actually passing state atheism. We just needed that thing to go away so we could delete buildings. So we need the credit line to get closer, or the amount of credit we get to get closer or underneath the credit line here. And the problem is we're having an increasing throughput balance. We're not that far off, but... we're also not getting... Well, I mean, if the convoys recover, this will actually be a huge boon for us. If we granted investment rights to someone on a short term. The balance of like these types of buildings need to recover so that this goes up. The cash reserves need to go up. Supply network just so crippled by the UK. They're keeping balance, but the problem is this is getting bigger and bigger. This is not like a tenable. Oh. Got a little bit closer. No, I think this is just dead. Manchu secession doesn't help here. Every secession is really bad because there are buildings in these places that are giving us more of a line of credit. We can't beat minus 5% bureaucracy. Oh, did we get it under for a second? Wait, let's take a look. Oh, we got under for a second. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We just have to do that. We just have to repeat that. We actually should have just deleted all of our construction. Okay, Manchu secession killed all these. And we're still waiting on this to come back. Once this starts to come back, that'll also improve the lingering this. Oh. It wasn't enough for recognition. No, it wasn't. I think it's maneuver based. Bankruptcy is the worst thing ever. It's pretty bad. It's basically like saying I don't want to have any military plays for forever. They did remove the construction malice, which was kind of the biggest thing about it. We need this to come back online before this gets too big. And it's getting too big. Stupid UK, man. No business joining that war. Are we at least trending up or staying the same? I think we are. Oh, it's gonna get too big again. Why are we losing so much money, man? The losses on the nationally owned buildings is actually just huge, and so is the interest. I thought we were gonna get recognition, we didn't. Okay. We need an interest there to keep colonizing. I want to try and recover this, but we still might end up loading from before the war with Russia. Or we could rev swap sides to clear the debt. We need our credit line to increase. It's been decreasing steadily, but this... God, the lingering effects are just so huge. We have an enormous amount of economy overseas is one of the problems. So this needs to recover faster. Wait, did that number go up? How is this going up? Did that number just go up? I thought it was at 11 something. Now it's at 1202? What do you mean? I don't want to do anything political because I don't want to, unless we know we want to rev. God, another secession. Of course, it's because places have no freaking access. Oh, our convoys are also going down because they don't have access to, they're getting negative throughput on them. It's like kind of like, it's all catch-22s, man. Uganda. Wait, what? Investment pool, save us. Buy a building, please. Stupid UK, man. We're just so close to like being able to recover out of this. Okay, let's see, what can we do? If we can make these guys powerful, that'll help offset some throughput. I'm thinking of abdicating to preserve total separation here, but if we do that, then we might not have the tools required to force a rev. Closing the gap a little bit when the building gets purchased, but we really just need to actually high roll buildings getting purchased instead of getting constructed because we have a lot of government owned buildings. We could try deleting down like another big chunk of military to try and make this work. But this requires us stopping enacting state atheism or whatever. Because we can't delete anything right now, because we have a rev. Or abdicating to it. To the revolution. Which means we won't be able to force rev as a tool. Or it'll be weird. We will have fewer options as to what we can do. Did that reset? No, it didn't. I thought the secession might have helped us out there. True Shield Uprising. I mean, maybe it did. We're just a little bit off now. How close are we here? 2,600. Our convoys are decreasing at a rate that's like similar. Oh, we just need literally 100,000 ducats for like 10 seconds. That's all we need. Son of a bitch. Oh my god. We had more tools. Slightly. But we could have... Well, the consumption taxes like don't really do anything. In fact, we're basically getting 0 from tax, so... Yeah, this is like nothing. So let's do this. Okay, we're so freaking close, man. Actually, let's stop incorporating as much as we can. What are we doing? Further now. This number has to get under this number for just a half second, and then we're fine. This is also decreasing at a rate where we're actually going to get some market access here in a second. But this is like that's starting to get a little bit too big to do anything about. Alright, last ditch effort. Smell you later, dog. What do you mean? We don't have a rev... Oh, we can't do it during a secession? Bro, that's... We can't delete armies during a secession. That's freaking stupid. We should be able to. We delete construction? No, we can't. God. I mean, maybe we could have microed this better. Are we getting closer? We do have the convoy... the convoys are not going to come in time before the throughput, like, malice gets too big. The throughput malice is just enormous. Only hope is that the secessions, like, take more debt than they do have, like, buildings or whatever. And if we get off this... Oh, we got off it for a second. Perfect. Right, so now we only have 5% negative throughput. Naval landing from Turkey. Wait, why are we fighting Turkey? Bro, I didn't even notice this get declared. Oh my god. I've just been concentrating on the other stuff. That definitely throws a wrench in things, but now we have a positive number of convoys. That reset it again. Oh, we actually don't want to enforce on the true shield upgrade. Man, I didn't even notice the turkey thing. Holy shit. Oh my god. 0 infamy, bro, that is not the problem right now. My hot take is that bankruptcy is not that bad. Yeah, well. We will 100% lose to Turkey if we're bankrupt. We would have, like, really not liked to have war reparations as our war goal on them, though. The fact that we're actually getting supply network is actually going to make buildings hopefully be able to employ up soon, or start to get positive market access. Wait, we can delete buildings now, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, we got landed. Bro. What were you guys doing? Oh, they double landed us, that's why. Alright. Whoa. Lingering effects, bro. Please go away. We won't reinforce on the true shield guys just yet. Super awkward to be simultaneously deleting and mobilizing guys. Alright, we don't have enough to add a tax. Alright, we do get some from that. It's gonna depress stuff, but we're not eating so much inefficiency now that I think we can try and do that. At least not yet. Once we get like enough negative throughput that this is like crushing again, then we will swap back to low taxes. But I think we recover out of this, maybe. Well, we don't recover from like getting full annexed by the Ottomans. Bro, I didn't even notice they declared war on us. We would have made some adjustments. They raided our convoys. You love to see it. You see to love it. This, I don't want to have to fight through this even if we win that. God, they can't reach the Zulu front. That's so stupid. Oh, they have a bigger navy than us too. That's not exactly how we drew this up. Are they going over there? Yeah, we're full occupied. Just kidding. We're never occupied ever. We're so good at this game. They got yeeted away. We use the bugs to destroy the bugs. That's not gonna work. Apologies, I'm not engaging as much with chat. This is so brutal. Wrecked by autos feels like EU format, basically. Why are these guys? These guys are on rapid advance. Why are they not advancing rapidly? Maybe he gets to the front faster. He does, which is silly in its own right, but okay. We'll take it. They get to the front instantly. This guy teleports. What are you doing? Alright, so if they have multiple guys here, they have 2 admirals, but they have a lot of heavies, ships. We need this sea node to land. Hoping we can maybe provoke him to come off of it by moving our guy over there. Looks like we just get him forced on. I mean, it's just super Jover. Very frustrated with that war with Russia. I think a lot of that was really stupid. We got yeeted off of war goals so many times. I don't know. I also think we maybe just barely recover were it not for the Ottomans declaring on us. Which of course they're allowed to do. I'm not upset about the Ottomans declaring about us. We didn't notice the Ottomans declared on us. That's a separate problem. It's behind the scenes on a nation tutorial video. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't happen to us very often. I really think us having to fight the UK and Russia at the same time is really stupid, because, like... Like, we definitely beat Russia, like, 1v1. Well, we still beat Russia anyway. And the fact that our convoys got raided into oblivion was, like, a very significant, like, problem for us. Not to mention, I mean, we messed up here in the Turkey War that caused us to lose, and that was just an error. We needed to mobilize 2 armies instead of just the 1, because they double landed us. But like, we got yeeted like 5 or 6 times, I think, off this front. We had the UK land Primorier and Hijaz multiple times, which is something in a 1v1 that we would have just not, like, it would not have happened that way. And they can enforce military access on you when you're, like, fighting for independence. It's just super stupid. But this is super over. There's no way to do this unless he just, like, decides to stop being on this front, but he's not going to. He's just convoy raiding us. We needed to... We don't have enough time to do what we need to do. If we barely had any stuff, we would just let him occupy and then re-land. But we don't have enough time to do that now. Yeah, we maybe... I don't know if people want us to... to continue this run. There's part of the Trucial uprising rough. Where's the capital of the Trucial uprising? Sorry. Water went down like the wrong tube. The Turks just want everything from us. Like, there's like no campaign left after we lose our capital and everything else. I wish we spotted this war, because we would have been able to first of all put in like more reasonable orvils or something like this, but also just seen if we could invite anyone. I don't know if that would have been possible. Not gonna lie, you're looking cooked. Yeah, no, we can't force a revolution in the time it takes for this to enforce, so we can't, like, do any cheese by forcing ourselves to rev either. I don't think we were cooked before. I think we're cooked now, though. Yeah, I would agree with that assessment. I don't think we made a mistake when we declared independence, though. Even though that led to all this. Like, I think that the fact that Russia can force us into their war and let us get wrecked by their opponent is like... And the fact that we got teleported off the front multiple times up here is like also... Like, we would have enforced way earlier, we would have not, like, gotten into the bankruptcy spiral. We almost recovered from the bankruptcy spiral. I mean, I think we do. If, like, I think if we just got a white piece right now with Ottomans, this would be salvageable. Like, barely, because this is still a problem. But, like, also if we had gotten, like, the war reparations earlier from Russia, like, all this would have been so much easier to recover. Can you reload from back before the Russia war? Yeah, but I'm considering just, like, ending the run. We have a save from before the Russia war. We saved before we started the Russia war. I mean, this is super dead. I mean, in theory, we could swap sides to the Ottomans and just capitulate. Or we could propose white peace to the Ottomans and white peace there. But, like, the Ottomans war, we're just kind of, like, losing fair and square. We deleted almost all of our military, and then they decided they wanted to take our stuff, so... It do be like that. Like, the Ottomans war is, like, also not the problem. Skill issue, Kappa, basically. No, I mean, like... we were trying to keep an eye on this and make adjustments for this, and we just completely ignored the fact that we got decked on. But like also, if we don't fix this, the run's like kind of dead. At least Morocco left a notable mark in the history books of the timeline. Yeah, it shrugged off the yoke of Russia just to get clapped by Turkey. Play something else. Well, we're very close to the time period where we would end the stream, is the thing. So it's more a matter of thinking what we do next time we play, if we want to continue Ottomans. Or, I mean, continue Morocco. I suppose we could do, like, one of two things if we wanted to continue. We could either reload before the Russia war. Also, the Russia war and the UK war getting stalled out with both players, with both of them just, at 0 and not be able to enforce on each other. The fact that it was so long, too, was also brutal for us. Turkey fed on Cairo diet, yeah. Morocco owned all the gold in the world and then mysteriously vanished. Sounds like Mali, dog. Also, I don't see you streaming Poe anymore. I killed both my characters in Poe off stream. I kind of wanted them to die because I think I was I died because I was tired and I was doing delve and I thought I had more flares than I did and I just like didn't, and I just flame dashed into a pack and died because I thought I was going to clear the pack, and then but like not that many people were watching Poe streams and people were unsubscribing when I was streaming Poe, which like always feels bad, but maybe I should have just streamed it anyways. But then another character I just like leapt into the void kind of, where like the character wasn't as good as I thought it would be. I spent almost all my currency trying to get it rolling and then like died. It's the UK's fault for jumping on you while you were fighting Russia. Yeah. If either that or us getting yeeted off of this multiple times didn't happen, we would have like enforced our Russia way earlier. But like, we're literally fighting for independence. It doesn't make sense that they can call us into their war. And I don't think the war for us is any harder if Russia doesn't have to fight the UK. Like, Russia being distracted by the UK didn't help us. Russia didn't have enough navy to land when we had like three squads of infantry defending. And sure, like, if the AI was like competent, we would never be able to land up here, but also if the AI was competent, we wouldn't have put war reps on them as a war goal. Or we would have gone only for independence. Like, only independence would have been super easy to enforce, right? We put in the war goals knowing that, like, how the game works, and then, like... like, obviously, if we couldn't land and take Primorie, we wouldn't have put this as a war goal. We could just rat out to, like, here and try and bring it back. Just, like... accept, like... defeat at the hands of Turkey. Because we just lose this. We might even be able to keep, like, the capital. No, we can't. They just want everything. Not watching, I get it, but unsub. Damn, people are ruthless. Yeah. No, I mean, like, I understand it. I definitely get it. I've also, like, lost subs, like, early on with the Putin stream, I, like, lost subs doing that, which I was super okay with. You can always play on your own time if you like that game. Yeah, that's what we were doing, but I think we're done with it for now. But, yeah. I don't know, maybe we'll just do a poll to feel out what people think we should do before we leave, and then we'll probably wrap it up. So, what do next session? Rat out and play from here. Reload before Russia. Swap and cap. Turkey. And then... I don't know, cry. Putin stream. I did a stream where, charity stream for Ukraine, where I just like ripped on Putin the whole stream. And there were definitely some people who were pro-Putin that like unsubbed and stuff. But that's... yeah. Thoughts on forming Afghanistan? We were thinking we were going to do that for a run hour on stream. I think that that's a good one. So, I don't know, Cry's probably gonna win. Reload before Russia? Okay. That's only 5 votes, though. For those of you who are watching... oh, wow, we got a lot of people on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, I'll just quickly link the polls on YouTube, because I didn't want to do a straw poll, but... we'll link that, too. The Twitch viewers. To that, I vote Cry. Yeah, I'm kind of voting Cry right now. I don't know. Tried to have a gamer moment. Trying to like recover from like the default spiral is actually like interesting. Like to think through it, and like obviously you should just never get to the default spiral to begin with. But like, trying to like thread the needle and just like barely get like. Because you just, like, it's like, literally we just need 200k, and that's it. Right? Because what happens once you get 200k, well, minus the fact that we have 0 convoys, which is the British fault, but, like, when you get just enough to come underneath the thing, then your throughput is solved instantly. And perhaps it, like, it should work a little bit differently, but your throughput getting solved instantly is, like, such a big bonus that, like, you're just, like, from there you just recover, but we will, because what the throughput does is it kills your ability to tax, because you're not getting, your government administrations aren't allowing you to get enough bureaucracy to tax people, so you're just, your bureaucracy just fills up, and then you're just dead. Why is there no new run? I guess that's Cry. Cry is do a new run, I guess. We're also probably going to pull something else out on the YouTube. I just kind of wanted to feel people out, what they were thinking. And to be fair, we could maybe do reload before Russia or start a new run on like a bigger YouTube poll. But this is just, this is pretty Jover. God. Feels so bad to escape the clutches of Russia just to get clapped by Turkey, though. I just build up my gold reserves and then sit on above positive or negative till I get recognized. Well, when we started the war, we barely had a negative balance, right? We already have a save here, so we could show the condition before we started the war. We were like in fine enough shape. Do we have a save after the Russia war, but before the Turkey war? No, we don't. This is the best we have. Iron Man got... I forgot how Iron Man got disabled. I think we, like, swapped sides and capitulated over something stupid before. It's definitely in the vase if, like, anyone cared, but... we also would have been... Oh, we do have this. But this is after the Turkey war started. Sorry. Oh, that was before we decided to capitulate or whatever, or abdicate. So that's 86. The one we have before that's 83. So I think that's probably before the Russia war. I don't think we were spending 3 years trying to avoid default. Yeah, so like, here's the start condition of the war, where we're in pretty good shape here. And, you know, maybe us just actually ecoing up to, like, 50 mil GDP is, like, the way to go. But, like, we have this huge surplus of convoys. You know. know. But then we get enforced on and we have to fight the British, and the British raid us into oblivion with their 500 flotillas. It's also a hell of a lot of flotillas. But look at this. We could actually beat Russia's navy 1v1. Just to, like... Actually, maybe we don't beat it. Depends on how many admirals they're running. I think they're running probably too many admirals. I think we saw this. I think it has 2. Yeah, we actually lose to this navy. But the point is they can't naval raid... they can't colony raid us into... from plus 3k to minus 3k. Look at us being like, I think we have enough infamy to last for the duration of this war. We would have if it was just versus Russia. Because we took, I don't know, if you go back, we took all the war goals really quick. It's like pretty straightforward. And okay, the part of that is that the AI is like really bad at microing stuff. And they'll never, once we take Primorye and Hejaz, they'll never re-land it, except for the UK re-landed it for them repeatedly. Is this war already afoot with Russia? Yeah. So, if the timing's different, like, we also just wouldn't get the UK war fighting Russia. Like, if we just wait for that war to happen, assuming it happens anyways, when we don't deck on Russia, then after that war is over, then we declare on Russia. I'm still frustrated because I think that was a really slippery situation that we should have gotten our way through, like, in multiple ways. Like, I think we can win even getting pushed into, or we won the war anyways, right? Despite, like, the really awful situation of having to fight the UK. But I think we win the war earlier if we don't get yeeted off the front, like, 5 times or whatever, however many times it was. Which, to be fair, we know that it happens a lot in Russia, and that was, like, something we knew going in, but, like, if we finish the war sooner, we also, like, can address the bankruptcy thing much better. We don't have to delete as many troops. We don't lose to Turkey, like, this type of stuff, all this. Ed Norm, thank you for the follow. Big nice. So, we could also, people seem to be really liking the 3v3v3s. We could just shoot for doing 2 3v3v3s the weekend. If enough people want to play. I think that might be too much. I'm not sure we'll get enough people to do that, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're also just, like, flying too close to the sun. We're playing Morocco. It's not a very good start. We're doing okay. Maybe it's just 30 million relative to Russia. It's just like it doesn't make sense for us to deck for independence. I do think we win the war. We also didn't do enough to get recognized, so that's also something, but, like, okay, we're actually not that much smaller than Russia. So, I, like, from the perspective of just beating Russia, I think we're fine, but the British Republic is pretty strong. They have 100 million GDP. What was this? What the frick? What did they annex? Was that from annexing this stuff? Why'd they just, like, double in GDP? I missed that part. What was that? That must have been this. No. Huh. Weird. Can I join? Anyone can join once we announce it. Hey, Rationalists, we're just about done. It is Morocco. If you watch back on the VOD, we just had a super struggle bus time where we went for independence on Russia. And then we're fighting Russia, and we're, you know, getting all of the war goals, and then Russia can enforce military access on us, even though we're fighting a revolution against them. And they enforced military access, which brought us into the war with the British, and then the British started fucking us up. The British notably, like, kept landing the war goals we had on Russia, preventing us from enforcing on them. We also got yeeted off of fronts up here to prevent us from enforcing war goals. The UK also landed us, which was kind of cute, and then Russia could defend us on the UK front, but it didn't count as Russia occupying us, which was a bit of silliness. Same with this front here. Russia defended this front, but while simultaneously trying to land us. But, like, that just shouldn't be allowed. And then we ended up winning, but then we're having to try and default juggle. And we're basically barely able to avoid a default. Or I think we were in a situation where we were barely going to be able to recover from a default, especially having to juggle revs so that we could delete buildings and stuff like this. And then the Ottomans declare war on us and just take us out. Conquer, like, everything. They took, like, Fez and Marrakesh, and I think maybe Inner Morocco, but I'm not sure. But basically all of our eco. So that's kind of what just happened. If you're just coming in. Yeah. And now we're just sad pandas. We're trying to think of what we want to do next stream. If we wanna continue this run, we're gonna either cry or I guess we're crying right now, huh? We're just saying rationalists, the poor AI and mechanics abused us. Please, rationalists, save us. Not like this. So I guess we're crying now. But if we do continue this run, I guess we'll reload to this period, and I think we won't deck Russia. We could just try and run it back. Bro, I think if we sweat it really hard, I think we could do better. I think what we did was good enough if we, like... well, if the fronts didn't eat us, or if Britain didn't get... if we didn't have to join a war against Britain. We also made a mistake bringing the troops away from here, because that like, took us a lot of time to reland to Jaws when we moved the troops over here to try and win that. We thought that we had fully secured it, but then Great Britain landed us, which was, like, just a super vibe. Because I don't even think these were war goals. I don't know why Great Britain landed us here. In terms of the low logic of the AI. Defaults are deadly in 1.7 because they enjoy your investment pool and not permanently. You mean the contribution amount? Yeah, I mean, if you start decreasing the line of credit, then you get in really big trouble. We also had negative, it was a bit of a vibe because we had a lot of negative government dividends or losses from government buildings. Because a lot of our stuff's nationally owned right now because we're a subject. Yeah, I mean, this Morocco run is definitely not an example of how to play Morocco. I think what you do is you just go for this stuff at the game start, like Constantine and the other one. And then if France thumbs your pie, you just restart. I specifically wanted to avoid having to restart though, so that's why we didn't go for France, like at the very beginning. Hey, David. If there's one person who could turn around, run it back, it's you, Johnny General. Yeah, I mean, maybe we could try and do it. If the UK war doesn't happen, then it's super easy peasy. We also needed to add another war goal. Maybe release ASA, because it wasn't enough for recognition. If we got recognition too, which I kind of thought we were going to get, then we're also fine, because we wouldn't have had as much interest to pay out. Default's clear when your financial district cash reserves, which is why it's so bad. They clear the cash reserves? No, I didn't go bankruptcy. But just hitting default, like, instantly clears the cash reserve? Is that what you're saying, or are you saying bankruptcy? Because bankruptcy definitely does it, but... Thank you for teaching me so much. You're very welcome. If you watch back the stream, I will teach you how to lose to the Ottomans. You should be a role model to get out of Dead Spiral. Otherwise, I would recommend Japan Run as always. I have one episode of, I think I was playing Prussia, where we like microed super hard to get out of the Dead Spiral. I almost made a tutorial on it specifically. Maybe we could do that. Like, it's like you really just have to be hyper aggressive about just like pipping that one little spot of your debt. Can you get a defense pact with France or Great Britain at start? As Morocco? I don't think so. They don't want to make agreements with you because you're unrecognized, generally. You conflated defaults with bankruptcy? Never mind. Yeah, once you go bankrupt... Yeah, we were trying to avoid bankruptcy. To be fair, the strongest thing to do is a piece of cheese that I just, like, kind of don't like doing, which is, forcing a rev and then swapping sides. So you delete all the military in your capital and in your unincorporated states, right? And then you force a rev and you swap sides to the rev and then you win, and the revolution will have no debt. Or the revolution will have debt, but what you do is you declare bankruptcy, and then you swap sides. Or you declare bankruptcy right before the rev pops, and then you swap sides and the other side doesn't have bankruptcy and you do. And so you just win the revolution and then you're just the new country now. It also resets your infamy. So if we wanted to specifically, like, this is not a play pattern we use, but is, like, definitely really strong, is you should actually, like, in theory, intentionally bankrupt, like, a substantial amount of time, and just, like, run infamy up to, like, 80, bankrupt, swap sides, play as the rev, reset money and infamy. But we, like, never do this. This is, like, definitely more pushed than, like, what we do, because in my mind, like, revving and swapping sides should not be a tool that resets either debt or infamy, I think. And so that's why we don't do that. But that would have been the best way to handle it once we get into that situation. We're trying to do it the old-fashioned way, though. Maybe one day we'll just, like, play the full-powered run, because there's some cheese I don't like doing. We're just, like, I actually don't know when's, like, I don't have the, like, metagame strategy for when to intentionally force rev, swap sides is, like, good. So, yeah. I don't know. Interesting session. I guess we'll figure out what we're gonna do between continuing from here as Morocco, crying, starting a new run, or trying to run 2 3v3v3s a week. We'll have to pull for that. Next week on Saturday we will have, which I think will be the next stream, depending, we will have continue the 3v3v3 from yesterday, and then next Sunday I'm not sure what we'll do yet. You could also use this tactic to get out of bad laws like slavery and serfdom. Yeah. Also, in theory, you also use it to manipulate politics as well. But, like, the political manipulation, I don't have a problem with as far as the revving goes. I think that's fine. That doesn't bother me. I don't think that's cheesy in the same way I think the resetting the infamy and resetting the bankruptcy is. Like, if you're resetting the infamy and you're resetting the bankruptcy, suddenly you're, like, playing a different game. Where, like, you know, in theory, no matter who you're playing, the optimal strategy is probably to go Turtle Island. You know, so... I can't remember if you can go Turtle Island as just about anyone, but I think you could go Turtle Island as, like, anyone. So, like, it involves fighting Canada, again, like, after a certain point, to get in on Medi, and then form Turtle Island, and then annex the USA, and then, like, annex everybody. This is optimal, as basically every country. That's a vibe, though. Confederacy got independence. Ugh, yuck. Yuck. But I hate this, like, Florida business, too. Where Florida's just... Nah, dog. Anyways, let's see who's playing Victoria 3 on Twitch. Other than us. Good raid budget. Ooh, Hammurabi is playing? That's probably a good one. Or is he? We get hit with the ad. No. Not like this. Multiplayer Vic 3. Maybe this is the way. So, let's give him a rate. And then we will also, to everyone who is on YouTube who is interested in watching, we will give the link here as well. And respond to any last minute things. Poor Florida, Lamar. Yeah, basically. Florida be doing the things. Hey, Alredo. We're on our way out. Apologies. But welcome to the stream. And also goodbye. Godspeed. Thank you for the follow, David Boost. And I will bid you farewell. Adieu. Bye-bye now.